This is Blind Date, Show 5, production number 91313, part 1, take 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date, and here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Hello, and welcome to another Blind Date. The show that gives a whole new meaning to the words pick and mix. As usual, it's the lady's choice first. And to see what's available for her to choose from, let's go over and meet the fellas. Come on. Hello, lads.
Good evening, Sarah.
Oh, good evening. I want to know what your name is and where you come from. Would you like to tell everybody?
From West London.
Not so simple, Simon.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
Yes,
see.
we will. Okay, yeah, yes. And what do you do for a living? Do you have a job? Or does Daddy give you all the money to go out?
Regrettably not. Regrettably not.
Well, I hope you have a lot of luck tonight.
Here's hoping.
I have to go on to number 2 now, you realise that, but
I do.
I hate to leave you.
We'll meet again. As Vera
As
said.
Vera-
On you go.
Yes, I will indeed. Oh, hello, number 2.
My name's Tracy and I'm from Chester.
What?
It's rather an unusual name, I know.
What's
on
your
yours.
name? Tracy?
As in Allman.
And I thought you had problems. Tracy.
And I've got a twinkle
Didn't
as
your
well.
mother have a sense of humour, Tracy?
Actually, yes, didn't she?
Actually, it's quite a nice name. Were you named after a famous film star like Spencer Tracy or something like
It
that?
was after some relatives we had in America, actually.
Oh, really?
I'm all right, though, like, I'm okay.
Well, we've got a right lot here tonight. I dread going to number 3, but I will do. Number 3, please, tell everybody your name and where you come from.
My name is Kevin. I'm from Cardiff.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a sports coach.
You look very sporty, actually.
Well, I am. Very, very fit.
What kind of people do you coach?
Ladies, mostly.
And your kind of lady, what would she be like?
I think in between Dudley Moore.
Lady?
Yeah, lady. Sense of humour.
Dudley Moore?
Dudley Moore is a great sense of humour.
Well, to each his own. Well, whatever you do, I know you're going to have a lot of fun on tonight's show, and certainly our lady behind those screens are. The best of luck to all 3 of you. And may the best man, or whoever, win. See you in a mo. See you later. Now, one of those 3 is going to end up with a girl on his arm. And here's the girl who's got to make the big decision. And she is Leanne, and she's from the West Midlands. So come in, Leanne. Oh, Leanne, a tough task. I can't wait because there's 3 different fellas behind those screens. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, you are going to have a ball.
with it then?
Oh, please do, Leanne. What's your first question?
Right then. I've often daydreamed about being proposed to. How would you propose to me in an unusual and memorable way?
Who's that to?
Number one.
Okay, here goes. Unusual and memorable. I think that probably calls for milk tray. I'd put on my... whiz down the avalanche, cross the glacier, and fly through your bedroom window, depositing a box of chocolates with a proposal therein on your pillow.
Okay, number two.
Sounds blooming kinky to me.
To be honest, I don't have much luck with proposals, so I think I'd just proposition you.
What nice instruction.
Did you hear that?
I think I'd just proposition
Leanne?
you nicely.
He just
Didn't it?
proposed nicely.
Yes, but did you hear that little wee voice that he did there?
Does he look like Donald Duck?
You ask him.
Do you look like Donald Duck? Okay, then, number three.
Right, I think I'd pick you up in my private jet.
Here we go.
Take you along. Take you over to Texas. We'd get on the horses, we'd ride away together. I would get on my knees. I would say, "Ma chérie, will you marry me?"
Wow.
Romantic.
Very romantic. Okay, then. I don't like men with bad manners. So, number three, convince me you're a gentleman.
Well, I am a gentleman. I think what I would do, if I seen you walking along the town with shopping in your hands, I would stop in my convertible Ferrari. I'd open the door, put you in the car, whisk you away, and even if it was raining, I'd put the roof back on for you.
Sounds interesting. I
Yes.
think I'll go on to number one now.
Well, if the two of us were out in public together, say we're, I don't know, having dinner together, and you had spinach on your teeth, I'd actually be good-mannered enough to get you out of it. I'd make a point of saying to everybody you'd had an emerald placed in your teeth, like this one.
I don't think we'd ever have that problem because I don't eat spinach. I hate it. Okay, convince me you're a gentleman, number two.
Well, I'd just say thank you afterwards, really.
The terrible thing is she says, "Oh, I like it."
Well, on that note, I think I'll go on to question three.
I think we better add.
Right, this is a toughie, this is. Given a chance, I can be quite extravagant with other people's money. How would you stop me spending yours without giving me the impression that you were mean?
I think, really, I'd just arrange a nice cruise for the pair of us across the Mediterranean, and then arrange for us to be shipwrecked and flown ashore. Washed ashore. Unless there was a plane handy. Washed ashore. And we'd spend the entire time there on the beach. Wouldn't have to spend any money then, would I?
So you wouldn't mind spending the money getting there?
Of course I wouldn't.
So
I
you're
love
not,
you.
you're not mean at all? That's number two, isn't it?
That's number two. She's really checking with me. That's number two, isn't it? Yes, that definitely was number two.
Well, I like the sound of that. Let me see what number three's got to say.
Well, normally you sound so gorgeous. I would give you anything that you'd ask. But because all my thousands of pounds are still tied up in a trust fund, it means that I can't get any money out until I'm married. So now will you marry me?
Okay, then, number one.
Well, I think the game's up. I think I've blown it because... You're welcome quite sincerely to everything I have.
Everything?
What's the post office savings book between friends?
I told you it was going to be very, very difficult, sweetheart.
It is.
But before you make up your mind, let's have a quick reminder.
Well, now, would it be contestant number 1, who would give you everything he has, which isn't much? Or number 2, a man of immaculate manners. He always says thank you. Or perhaps number 3, who would whisk you away to Texas and propose romantically in his Ferrari. The decision is yours.
Well, Leanne, you know, the decision is yours, and have you made up your mind?
No. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Sit the baby on the... I do.
Number 1. No, I haven't chosen yet.
It's awful to do. What were you going to say about number 1, anyway?
Well, I was just going to say that he doesn't sound as if he's got much money.
No, but his dad has.
His dad has?
Yes.
Oh, well, actually, I was going to say I think I've chosen number 2.
Now, you're going to say hello and goodbye to the other 2 that you turned down. And first of all, you turned down number 3, and that was our Kevin from Cardiff. Come in, Kevin. And you also turned down number 1, and you can go down my glacier anytime. And that was Simon, and he's from West London. Come in, Simon. I love what he's... It wasn't to be. But you chose, brace yourself, girl, because you won't be disappointed. Those 2 lovely lads. You chose number 2. Don't be put off by his name. You chose number 2. His name is Tracy. But he's from Ellesmere Port. There you go, girl. Did you get a nice surprise when you saw him?
Yes, yes.
Yes, and then you're going to choose. I mean, she chose you. I think she should choose where you're going on your blind date. Now, there you go, girl. Tell us where you're going, Leanne. Can't wait for this. What does it say?
A day out skating.
No, it's not on the glacier, but close. You're going to go to the Starlight Express. That's a very big show in the West End of London. You're going to meet all the cast there, and you're going to have an afternoon with them. You're going to skate with them. Not only that, you're going to have dinner, and I hope you're going to come back and tell us all about it next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Leanne and Tracy. Last week, Simon chose Rachel, and they both chose to go to the zoo. No, but it wasn't as foolish as it sounded, as the zoo they went to was in Frankfurt. So let's see what kind of monkey business they got up to. Oh, you look different, Rachel.
I know, the hair's all down this time.
Yes, it looks beautiful. What do you think?
It's very nice, yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
Well, have a look at this.
Well, my first impressions when I saw him were it was completely different, because when I heard his voice, he sounded like he'd got such a well-spoken voice, and he just looked so different. I mean, his shirt was hanging out and such a cheeky grin. It was just completely different. Very nice, though.
Rachel spent 2 years in Switzerland, so she claimed to have German language down to a T.
We went into this really nice old restaurant and we thought we'd go for a traditional lunch. And of course I said, oh yes, I can translate the whole menu.
When it comes to menus, she didn't know a thing. And so we had no idea what we were choosing, so we just had to go for the schnitzels in the end, because that was the only food we knew.
He was very different in the way that I think he was more mature, and he was quite intellectual. I mean, he'd been to university, and so he was a lot more interesting to talk to. And so I think in that sense we got on, because he just had something to say, and it wasn't all the boring talk about cars and football.
At the same time, Rachel was mothering around me and looking after me. My shirt was hanging out again, and she was tucking that in, just like Scylla did on the show.
The shirt was continuously coming out. No matter how many times I tucked it in, still it was a good excuse.
She was always playing the maternal type and looking after me and going on about what a slob I was and so on, or what a disgrace I was to England and all this. So, but she was great. It was all in good humour.
On the plane, we were looking around and reading our papers and things like that. And just to impress him, I'd got a German paper, and of course I couldn't read any of it at all.
She could just about understand the name of the paper and couldn't understand it at all, so she threw that aside and pulled over one of these women's magazines. And when she opened the magazine, she went straight to the stars section.
And it said that I was going to be starting a new romance or something like that, and that there'd be champagne and strawberries, and of course we had champagne and strawberries. And then I thought, well, seeing as I've read mine, I may as well read his. And I read it, and it just said that he'd be going abroad and starting up a new romance.
I got on very well with Rachel. She was my style of person. She was good fun, great fun to be with, a nice person. And in fact, there wasn't really anything that annoyed me about her, or that I didn't, that didn't fit in with me. So we had a great time.
Well, I don't know if there could be romance in the air. It's just my luck. He's going away, so he's going out to find out about that. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he doesn't go away at all. Hopefully he'll stay in England.
I've got a message for Rachel, actually. When I shoot off the Far East straight after the show, off to Thailand, if she wants to, she's welcome to come out there, and we'll meet up and we'll go on holiday together.
If he said he needs someone to go out and join him, well, we know a good cook. Who knows? I'm only a phone call away.
Well, at the end of it all, you said some very sweet things about each other, didn't you? Rachel, you're going to miss him when he goes away?
Well,
Yeah.
just a little bit, yeah.
Yes, and you're going to miss her, obviously, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a good time in Thailand, though.
She thinks you're so intelligent as well, being...
I've just changed my mind.
But can't you speak German, then?
No, I failed my German O-level, I'm afraid. German wasn't my subject. Not hers either, I might add. I mean, she said she could, but as I say, with the menus and all other things, she floundered a bit.
What did you think about this horoscope when she read the horoscope? And isn't that a bit uncanny? Because, it said you're going to have champagne and strawberries.
Yeah, we had a champagne breakfast and all sorts, so it sort of came true in a certain sense.
I'm not one to believe the stars, actually, no.
Aren't you?
I noticed you looked at my magazine, though. He snatched it away from me. He was reading it for the rest of the journey.
Well, when you go to Thailand, I know you say you're going to have a good time there. Did you really mean it when you said she could come out for a holiday and...
Yeah, she's welcome, yeah.
Yes?
I'd enjoy that, yeah.
How long are you going to be in Thailand for?
Ooh, anything up to 6 months, a year, 2 years, I don't know. As long as I can go for, really. As long as the money holds out.
Ah, look at that. Would you be prepared to live in Thailand?
I don't know. You can only know when you get there.
Come on out.
Oh? Is that a threat or a promise?
Ask her. I don't know.
Good luck in Thailand, and have a lovely holiday when you go there. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel and Simon. Well, it's time to put the kettle on now, but you better hurry up because we'll be back in a couple of minutes to see what Janet and Nick got up to in a punt. And we'll also meet the man who has his choice of these three lovely girls. So see you in a couple of minutes.
Blind Date, Series 2, Show 5, Part 2, Take 1.
Well, welcome back to Blind Date, and let's go and say hello to the three young ladies who are each hoping to be struck by one of Cupid's little arrows. Let's go. Well, hello, number one. Would you like to tell everybody at home your name and where you come from, please?
Yes, I'm Tina and I'm from Rochester in Kent.
Really? You've got a lot of fans out there, Tina.
Oh, it's nice to know.
Yes. Have you got a job?
Yes, I'm a secretary.
You're going to enjoy yourself tonight on the show?
I hope so, yes.
I hope you have a lot of luck, too. What about you, number two? What's your name and where do you come from?
Hi, I'm Kim. I come from Wilmslow in Cheshire.
Oh.
OK, you are.
Not from Wilmslow in Cheshire. They don't speak like that up there, do they, love?
Well, in Hale they do.
What's your job?
Stewardess.
Really? And who do you fly?
Oh, aeroplanes.
I know you're on the aeroplanes, but I mean, you know, any famous sort of brand name?
BA.
BA? We call it British Airways, and you say, oh, BA, BA. And what do you look for in your favourite man?
Oh, somebody who's a bit flighty, obviously. I like a man who doesn't need his feet on the ground.
What about you, number three?
Well, my name's Deborah, and I'm from North London.
And what do you do for a living?
I work for a financial consultancy.
A financial consultant? I mean, you've got to be quite clever to be in that kind of job.
Well, you haven't got to be clever as much as convincing.
Yes, and you've got the gift of the gab.
Well, I like to think so.
Well, the best of luck to all three of you, so I'll see you in a mo, OK? See you later. Well, we've met the girls now. Let's meet the fellow who's going to try and pick himself a partner. And he's Stephen, and he's from London. Come in, Stephen. Excited, Stephen?
Oh, extremely. This is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the three girls.
Have you?
Oh, and you are a lucky lad tonight. Can you tell us about your hobbies?
Hobbies? Well, I've got a bit of an obsession at the moment for windsurfing.
You don't do it on the Manchester Ship Canal, do you?
I go off down to East Wittering near Chichester.
Yes.
But I still can't turn around, so I just keep going, and it's the cheapest way to the Isle of Wight, really.
Is it? Well, you've got three questions to ask those three lovely ladies beyond those screens there. So if you'd like to fire away with your first question.
Right, well, I'll put this to number one. I rather like the outdoor type. Where are you most at home? A farmyard, a sports field, or a beach?
Well, I think I'm a beach lady myself. I mean, I like to lay on the beach, getting my all-over tan. And, well, there's always that place on your back where you can't reach, so if you're around to rub the oil in...
What do you dream about, just lying on the beach? Isn't it boring?
Oh, no, No. I watch the windsurfers and the swimmers and... I just enjoy my days.
Right, that sounds nice. And number 2, please.
Well, I'm definitely the farm type. I would rather be a milkmaid than an old maid any day.
Well, this is difficult. I like farmyards and beaches.
Oh, well, stick with me, honey.
Try number 3.
Right, again, same as number 1. I'd like the beach, but for different reasons. I'd take you up on your windsurfing, not that I'm very good at it. I'd probably go out and fail dismally, but I could always give one of the good-looking lifeguards a whistle when I needed a hand.
Well, what about me? I'm a windsurfer.
You can't even turn round.
Number 2. If you found out I was two-timing you with your best friend, who would you blame? Her or me, and why?
Well, honey, I mean, you just wouldn't want to two-time me anyway. But if you did, I'd be very worried about you, because my best friend happens to be a male.
I think I'll stop.
No, don't stop. You've got another question to ask.
Number
after
1.
This one.
Two-time me? Honey, after you finish with me, you wouldn't have the strength.
Oh, dear. Number 3.
Right, well, I wouldn't be at all surprised, and I'd blame her for it, because I know she'd be paying back an old debt from many years ago.
What if you were my first true love?
You wouldn't be.
The sound of that.
Oh, I love you, Steve, and he's so hey and laid back. It's really nice.
Well, she sounds like she's had many a man.
He's watching.
Well, I'll
I'm
come
not
on to
saying
my
anything.
third question, I think. Number 3. How often do you change your mind?
Well, not all that often, but certainly not as often as I change my men.
Number 3.
Well, she's on it.
I know, it's the problem. Could I have number 2, please?
How often do I change my mind? Well, not a great deal, actually. But after this show's finished and the screen's drawn back, I might.
I might, as well. Number 1, I think we've got left.
Change my mind, me, never. Well, on occasion I might do, if I was really pushed. Well, in fact, yes, I usually do.
You sound most decisive.
You sound very laid. I mean, you're so cool and calm and collected.
You think so?
Yes. You've asked the 3 questions, am I right?
Yes.
And it's decision time.
Right, now will it be contestant number 1, who's a beach baby with an available bag? Or maybe number 2, who would prefer to be a milkmaid than an old maid? And whose best friend is another man? Or maybe even number 3, who'd put you at the bottom of her list of admirers? The decision is yours.
And the big decision is yours, love. Who are you going to go for, please? We're all dying to know.
I'll be quick and say number 2, I think.
Made the right decision. Let's say hello to the people you turned down. And first of all, you turned down number 3, and she's Deborah. She's from North London. Come in, Deborah. And you also turned down Tina, and she was number 1, and she's from Kent. Come in, Tina. But this is it. You've made her get on your spot.
Okay.
No peeking behind the screens.
Well, I'm going to see in a minute.
Meet the girl of your dreams. And she was number 2, and that was our Kim, and she was from Wimslow. There you go. Kiss on the lips first. Oh, first go. We've
It's
never
a bit
had
quick,
to
I know.
We've never had that on blind date before, I can tell you. Now, who's going to choose where you're going to go on your blind date?
It was the milk yard, you know, that did it.
Is it? Oh, just see
Milk,
what I
yeah.
do with a pint of milk.
Am I interrupting anything? Who's going to pick the card, though?
Well, I've done some good picking so far, I think.
Yes,
Shall I do the picking?
Go ahead. Be my guest.
Right, what happens?
And it's your...
I've got
Don't
two.
take two. It's your fault. If you get the windsurfing on the ship canal, although you like windsurfing, don't you?
It's a day trip to Copenhagen.
I go there every day. Well, you would do being an aerostess, so you tell everybody at home what it's like in Copenhagen.
Beautiful. The airport is absolutely out of this world.
Is he going to enjoy himself?
Oh, with me? Of course.
I hope so.
But are you going to come back next week and tell us all about it?
Yeah, most of it.
I hope you tell all of us, and you as well, will you?
Definitely.
You're going to have a ball. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen and Kim. What could be nicer than an afternoon punting down the river? Well, that's what our Janet and Nick chose to do last week, and I hope they didn't fall in. Never mind about falling in. Did you fall out?
Did we fall out?
No, of course we did. We got on very well. He was quite the gentleman, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
let's leave it all to the film.
I was very surprised, very pleasantly surprised. I thought Janet looked very nice and tall. I like tall ladies, and she's very tall, so that was great. And she seemed just the sort of person I'd like to go out with.
I thought, well, haven't I done well? He sort of very smartly dressed, quite trendy in his appearance. And I loved his eyes. That's what caught my attention first, you know. When I looked at his eyes, I thought, what lovely eyes that guy's got.
We got on really well. We just sort of hit it off straight away, and we were just talking about general things, you know, her ex-boyfriends, you know, my ex-girlfriends. That took a long time, quite a few of them.
Tuition before we went out on the punts or the barges, whatever they are.
I might add, I was doing all the hard work. So eventually I said, come on, Janet, it's your turn to have a go. After about 100 yards, she said, look, I don't like doing this. It's too much like hard work. So, of course, I had to carry on. But I suppose that's the man's job, and that's what I suppose I am.
Nick is totally different to most of the boyfriends I've been out with because he's more attentive, more caring, you know. He did worry about that I was enjoying my day.
The first thing I thought about Janet when I first talked to her was the fact that she does talk a little bit like Lorraine Chase.
Nick made a point about one of the other contestants earlier about, God, he doesn't stop talking. And I thought, well, Jan, if you want to keep this one, you better sort of give him leeway by letting him say his few words as well.
She never stops talking, which is quite nice. Sometimes you could do with a bit of a break, but basically she's nice company to be with. She's very intelligent. I mean, well, she picked me, so she's got to be intelligent. And basically, she has all the qualities in a lady that I like.
When he told me he had 9 O-levels and 2 A-levels, I thought, my God, my CSEs are nothing in comparison.
Well, I think Janet probably likes me quite a lot because we got on so well. Which I think she's got good taste in that respect. But I seriously, I think we did get on well, and you know, you can usually tell when you click, and we definitely did click. And I'm sure she thinks I'm okay. She might say different to that, mind you.
Hopefully, we will get together again as long as he can afford to drive up to Ivor, where I live. And I'll do my stint, I suppose, and drive up to Luton.
Oh, I think we're probably going to get married, Janet and I, really. We've got on that well. No, seriously. I think we'll probably all go out again. In fact, I'm sure we will. That's if I can afford her lifestyle, because she likes sort of clubbing it in Stringfellows or, you know, these rather expensive restaurants and things like that. So I'll have to take out another bank loan for that one.
He is very money-minded. I mean, not particularly on this occasion, but it's just in general conversation when we were chatting. That, I mean, if anything's going for free, he'll be there for it.
2 years' time, I probably won't even remember her, but at the moment, it's very nice.
How do you feel about that, Nick?
I think I'm very generous, really.
How generous are you, though?
Well, I mean, she's already cost me a fortune so far. I mean,
Tell me more. How come? I mean, we paid for the blind date.
Oh, yes, but there's been a couple more unblind dates since then.
Ooh, and where did you take our Janet on?
Well, we just went out for a meal, you know, in a club.
Yes.
Went to a party.
A party?
Yeah.
You know, you said a couple, that's one.
Oh, that was over 2 or 3 different occasions. Not all at the same time, if you understand.
Really?
Yeah.
So you get on really well?
Oh, we get on all right, yeah.
Yes, but you refer to her as, obviously, you like Lorraine Chase because you
I
said
think she's very nice, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Not as nice as our Janet,
Well,
though.
absolutely, of course.
And what about you, Janet? I mean, have you done your stint in driving up to Essex? Or did he come down to Ivor all the time?
No, as normal. I normally do the driving, so for most times I've driven up to him.
I've driven you home once.
Once.
Oh. There's going to be a fight. There's going to be a fight, but you really get on well together, don't you?
We have a good laugh, I must say.
Yeah.
You also said, he had lovely eyes.
Oh, yes.
And he has got super eyes, hasn't he, ladies?
They can't see.
We can all see. I mean, when you blink, God, you know, it's so hot in the studio. I can feel the breeze here. So, you said you were going to get married.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
How do you feel about that, Janet?
Oh, well, given time, we'll just wait and see how the months pass by.
Quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
Don't rush into it.
Will I get the invite to the wedding?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we'd expect you to be there after all. You've arranged it.
Oh, I will. I mean, you know, let me know in good time because, you know, I'll be probably doing the next series of blind dates. Will you come back on blind date and, you know, in your wedding frock? And...
Well, I won't. You'll see me.
Tell us all about the big day and everything.
If it ever happens, yeah, we certainly will.
Oh, thanks a lot. I love it when it turns out nice, don't you? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Janet and Nick, thanks a lot. Oh. Well, once again, we've run out of time for this week, but we'll be back next week to find out how Tracy and Leanne and Steve and Kim got on their blind dates. So until then, please join us, won't you? Ta-ra, ta-ra for now.